what's up YouTube? My name's Ryan and I'm here to show you how to make a reverse sear tri tip on a Traeger grill. The reason I'm creating this YouTube series, as this is my first video for you all, is about 1.5 years ago I got a Traeger grill and it changed my life. Honestly, I have so much fun creating meals for my family, and my wife and daughter now love everything I cook on it, and I wanted to share that passion with all of you. So what I've got for you today is a reverse sear tri tip. The tri tip I picked up from Costco. It's about 2 pounds, and I started the process this morning with a dry brine. And what that is I coated the entire piece of meat with a very light coating of table salt. And what that table salt does is it works its way into the meat and tenderizes and softens the meat, so it's just so much juicier and so much better while you're eating it. It also brings out a lot of the natural color from the meat, so it looks amazing and tastes even better. So I did that this morning about 8 hours ago, and it's just been chilling in the fridge ever since. And then I pulled this meat out about an hour ago so that it works its way into room temperature. And that's what you're going to want to do anytime you're cooking any meat on the grill. And that way the meat will cook more evenly and you won't have any cold spots or uncooked spots in the center of your cut. So the next step, what I'd like to do is coat the tri tip with my homemade beef seasoning. And you can pick up any beef seasoning from the grocery store. You can also purchase some beef rub from Traeger, which is amazing as well. And I will show you the ingredients of this beef seasoning here shortly. So let's get started. All right, so I've got a rubber glove on just so that I can handle the meat with one hand and work with my seasoning and olive oil on the other. So first step here, since we've already got this dry brine, the salt's already worked its way into the meat, and I've also got this at room temperature like I said before. I like to put on a very light amount of olive oil and just kind of rub that all into the meat, and that'll just help your seasoning stick to the meat and adds a little bit of flavor and moisture as well, sealing in that juice from the meat. So we've got that all nice and set up with the olive oil. Now I'll put on that even coating of the dry rub. And I know I promised I'd show you what I put in this dry rub, so as I'm doing this, the ingredients are just going to be popping up here on the screen of this dry rub. So make sure you get all 4 sides, even the thin corners as well. Rub that in. Let's get this other side here. Oh yeah. Work that into all those sides like I said. Let that sit for about 10 or 15 minutes, even longer if you like. Cannot hurt it. Just helps that flavor work its way into the meat just a little bit before we throw it on the grill. Alright, so we're ready to fire this puppy up. It's real simple. If you already own a Traeger, you know how this works. If you don't, I'll give you a quick run through. If you're considering picking up a Traeger, or if you've never heard of one, I'll explain it real briefly. So it is a digital thermometer, so it does use electricity. It is plugged into an extension cord here. All you do is just flip it on and then turn it on to smoke and let it heat up for about 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most. So I pulled out all the internal parts just to show you everything we're working with. This is the auger heat cover. You've got a drip pan and then your grill grate here. So you've got to let the lid up while this grill heats up and starts smoking here. So you can see that these wood pellets are slowly working their way into the burner. I've filled up the side with all of the wood pellets. This creates an amazing flavor for anything you're cooking. No charcoal flavor, no propane flavor, it's all wood pellets. So the wood pellets that I'm using here are a gourmet blend of maple, hickory, and cherry. There's about 10, maybe 12 different flavors that Traeger offers for their different pellets. And this is the one I like the best. It's the most universal, and I've never had it steer me wrong from anything from pork to chicken to fish and beef. Obviously, it's really, really nice. So you can see that is still heating up there. Some more pellets are working their way in, and once that's ready to go, you'll see a lot of smoke coming out of there. So as you can see, the grill has caught fire, or the pellets have caught fire, and we're ready to throw those other items on. You should probably throw all these items on prior to letting it smoke and heat up, but I just wanted to show you that process real quick. In case you're considering purchasing a Traeger, I want you to know how easy this is to handle. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this cover on right over the flame, just like that. Then we're gonna throw the drip pan right over everything here, just like that. And then our grill grate pops in like that. It's just that easy. Once it starts smoking, you can close the lid and readjust the temperature to whatever you're gonna be cooking at, which in this case is gonna be 225. We're gonna slow cook this seared tri-tip for about an hour, and then boost that temperature up to about 400, 425, and give it a quick reverse sear on both sides, and should be delicious. So stay tuned for what's next. So I like to use tongs or a spatula over a fork so I don't pierce the meat. I'm just going to throw that right on there. Hey guys, so while this meat's cooking up here, I just wanted to introduce you to someone special in my life. This is my daughter Soleil, and she wants you to know that if you like what you've seen so far and you want to see more of this content, be sure to first like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those post notifications so that you don't miss another upload. I plan on posting videos weekly about my passion for Traeger, different recipes and different tips and tricks on how I'm making Traeger work for my family, and how it can work for yours as well. So stay tuned. Huh. Say hi. Say hi. Habu. Habu.
20 minutes later.
All right, so it's been about 30 minutes. We're about halfway through the slow and low part of the cook. So we're gonna pop open this grill lid and give the meat a flip real quick. So as another rule of thumb, you really don't wanna open your grill that often or at all. You want that heat to stay consistent inside. Oh, it's already looking so good. Let's give that a quick flip. Yeah, look at that. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Juliet, my beautiful wife. Say hi, babe. Hi. And Soleil. Soleil, hey, hi, hi. I think the meat's done. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys, so I did want to show you one other cool little tool that I have. This is a digital thermometer. So basically you can just throw this into the meat and it'll show you the temperature. Currently right now, it's 59 degrees, 60 degrees outside. And it looks like my timer's going off. So I think it's been an hour. Yep. All right. So we're gonna pop open this lid. We're gonna throw the digital thermometer into the meat and make sure that it's at about 120 to 130 degrees at medium rare. And then we'll take it out and turn up the Traeger to 425 to give it that quick sear. So let's see how the meat's doing, all right? Ooh, it's looking so good. Yep, so we're at about 130. So it's perfect. We're gonna take that out right now. Oh yeah, look at that.
Don't drop it.
I know, right? So meat's done. It was at 130, I believe. Let's pop that in again just to see. Yep, 127, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. We're gonna turn this grill up to high, which is 450. Yeah, while that's heating up, let's take a look at this meat here. Ooh! Can't wait. Guys, so the grill is at 450. It's been about 10 minutes. The meat's been resting a little bit, but we're gonna throw this back on for about 5 minutes per side. First, that'll give it some really nice grill marks, and with the reverse sear, basically we're searing it at the end of the cook. What that does is it just locks all that moisture and all that flavor in there for the most juicy, most amazing cut of meat. So let's throw it back on there.
A few moments later.
All right, so the 5 minutes is up. We are gonna give it a quick flip. Oh yeah, there we go. Another 5 minutes and she'll be ready to go. All right, hot off the grill here. Oh, it smells amazing, it looks amazing, but we can't cut into it just yet. We've got to let it sit for about 10 minutes. I did learn a trick where when you let it sit just out in the open, it tends to bleed a little bit and lose a little bit of the moisture. So I did learn this trick to wrap it in butcher paper while it's resting for that 10-minute period. Keeps it nice and hot, also holds all that moisture in there. So we're just gonna let this sit for 10 minutes or so and then cut into it and see how it tastes. All right. We're gonna take it out of the butcher paper and see all that moisture is just sitting all in that meat. So good. Get it off the butcher paper. Oh, it's still so hot. Nice and juicy. Let's discard the paper. So the next step is we're gonna find the grain of the meat, which the grain is running this way, and we always wanna cut against the grain. So I'm gonna cut one slice right down the center. Oh, and look at that, perfect medium rare. And now we're gonna cut against the grain, which would be this way. Looks so amazing. Cooked to perfection. Again, this is the Reverse Sear Tri Tip on the Traeger Grill. We're gonna give it a shot here. Oh, that is unbelievable. So with this, I usually do a chimichurri sauce. I'm gonna prepare that here in a minute. And all right, we got my little helper here. We're gonna make the chimichurri. You wanna try the tri-tip, babe? Soleil's gonna try some of the steak here. Have some. No, you don't want any? You liked it earlier. Okay, help Dada. Help put this in. Look. You put it in?
To watch you.
Yeah. So we're adding a whole bunch of parsley That was actually cilantro. So a whole bunch of cilantro. This is a whole bunch of parsley. A third of a cup of olive oil. Ooh. 3 garlic cloves. It's what the recipe normally calls for. We love garlic, so I'm going to throw 5 in there. Yeah. A half of an onion. We're using red onion, but you could really use any onion. And a whole lemon or lime. I prefer lime. We didn't have any lime, so I'm using lemon tonight. Should still be great. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Want to try some now? Try it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, babe. That's so nice. So nice of you. So now we're going to add some salt, some pepper, some crushed red pepper, and oregano. Just about a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon each. I usually don't really measure this little set. We're just going to do a little dash of this. A little dash of that. Some black pepper. And oregano. And to top it off, a couple tablespoons of red wine vinegar. All right, where's the lid at? Let's throw that lid on. Food processor. And then Soleil, help me turn it on, okay? Look. Oh. Yeah. There it goes. Look at it. All right. Chimichurri's done. Got it on this little part of the meat. This dish is so easy. Took me about 20 minutes to put together. About an hour and a half of cook time. Just gonna pour that on here. Babe, come try this.
Okay. That looks delicious. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
How is it?
Delicious.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Absolutely delicious. My favorite meal. One of my favorite meals you make. That's just yummy. Chimichurri is the bomb.
So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below.
Yeah.
And look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Ooh, that's delicious.